What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure that you guys subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure that you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below so that we can talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. It's at RIVAH underscore JORDON. Now, guys, please excuse me during this video if you see me lean my head over or whatever. I literally washed my hair today and then I was under the AC, so my I'm a little stuffed up and like a little, my nose running and stuff like that. So just excuse me and just please bear with me. But you guys already know how I like to do it. I like to just go ahead and get right into the video. So let's go ahead and get right into this. As you can see by the title, she said that man ain't about nothing these days. So let's see what she's talking about.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, your wireless is doing something right now.
I'm actually going over this hill, but I'm coming down right now.
How old are you?
I'm 26. From
All right.
Hollywood, born in Hollywood and raised in North Hollywood.
Okay, what are we talking about?
I mean, I saw your post earlier about, like, what do women have to, like, respect for men, and let's talk about that.
When did you see this post? Today?
I saw, yeah, it was somewhere along the lines of that.
No, I asked about if you're not a productive or competitive, thus successful man, why should a woman care about what you think?
Right. Let's talk about that.
Do you have a man?
No.
Okay.
I haven't been in a normal, functional relationship since 2017.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me.
Of course there is.
I mean, well, yeah, but I admit my faults and things like that. But I was like in the midst of pursuing my career, and
what career is that?
Well, back then at the time, it was modeling, being featured in like music videos and things like that. Okay. And he didn't understand a lot of those things.
What do you mean he didn't understand? You took pictures and you sold your appearance for money.
I mean, right, but he was looking at it as like an aspect of like, I'm dealing with these people when I wasn't in actuality.
What do you mean dealing with? What does that mean?
Like he would accuse me of just sleeping around with people in general.
How long are you guys together?
4 years.
So what's wrong with you? You put up with, you're a model who says her boyfriend has a problem with you going to work.
I mean, his own insecurities, I guess.
But what's wrong with you to why you stayed for 4 years? That'd be no different than an accountant. A woman having a problem with a man who's an accountant because he had a calculator.
Well, I put up with it for 4 years because I had faith in my relationship, and I was.
You had faith in your relationship.
Yeah.
So if an accountant, if a man was an accountant and his girlfriend got upset, he had a calculator. What is faith in a relationship going to change on the actual duties of the job?
I feel like this is foolishness already. Because if you're in a relationship with a man and this is what you do. You're, a model or whatever, you take pictures and that's how he met you. So what's the issue? You know what I mean? If that's what you're doing and that's how you're making your living, if you're not willing to change your job or you're not gonna change your job and you don't see anything wrong with your job and he's accusing you of cheating and stuff like that, like why would you want to just continuously go through that, especially if you know that you're not doing anything? Like if you know you're not doing anything and somebody is constantly nagging you and stuff like that, you're gonna be like, all right, you're tripping, I gotta get out of here. So this is kind of like, I'm just kind of wondering what's really going on. I'm confused already.
from like his past, and I kind of understood why he would be feeling like that. So I kind of just, you know, like took his mind state of it, and then just ignored how.
I'm always asked this question. So that makes because he had a rough time of it. You had to stay in a situation for 4 years, and there's nothing wrong with you.
I love hard.
You were stupid.
I mean, stupid in love, like Beyonce said, right? Crazy in love.
No, Beyonce is smart like a fox. She was with Jay-Z for 7 years. She decided to do what she needed to do.
I was staying with him. He had a nice big house. You know.
He still got that house too, don't he?
Yeah.
And you got bad cell service.
No, I was going up some hills.
My point is, you ladies often want to come in and talk about the problems with the men when the problem you guys have with men is in the mirror. I just listened to what you said, ma'am, and gave it back to you in a way that you're not used to packaging.
But how is it my fault that I'm going out to work and I'm allowing you to come on set with me and we go back home?
How is it your fault you decide to stay with a man who has a problem with your job for 4 years?
Well, he didn't understand back then, but he.
How is it a problem that you?
He wants to be back.
Okay, it's dark where you are now. So Okay, fine. How is it a problem that you? How is it a problem that you, as a grown woman, stay in a relationship for 4 years? You need to stay in the car because you can't go and walk and do this. Okay. How is it you stayed for 4 years?
Yeah, I did. But isn't that like a marriage, right?
Really? What part of the house do you own?
I'm just saying. I mean, are you going to want to get? It's not leading up towards a marriage.
It led up to exactly what it is. Nothing.
Well, yeah, because I chose for it to be nothing.
Okay. See, what I'm talking to is another woman who refuses to look and take accountability for your own mindset about relationships. You spent 4 years.
I think
you spent 4 years. Have you had any therapy?
I don't really need. You know what? No, I haven't had therapy. You think I need therapy?
Do you think it makes sense to stay with somebody for 4 years who doesn't like your job? And then blame it on Beyonce being crazy in love?
Well, because, I mean, I understood, that he didn't probably understand my job.
I think this is, okay, so, yeah, like, okay, everyone has options, right? And I really like this so far. I really like how this is going because he's confronting her about staying with somebody who did not, respect her job, didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's important that, yeah, like you look in the mirror and you take accountability so that you don't make this mistake again and waste more years of your life with someone when the signs are there from day one. Because she's already saying like, oh yeah, and he wants to be back with me. And it's like, well, you sound like you're considering it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to be bound? Like, why would you want to be bound to something that's just not working for you and for your lifestyle unless you're willing to change? And then she made a comment saying like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm too submissive. And I just feel like this is when, this is the complete opposite of a different video I did about, being submissive, a woman saying that she's not going to be submissive to a man. It's like, you're being submissive to someone who doesn't want you to stay at your job that you're at. So then why don't you quit the job? But you're staying at being somebody who was like truly submissive to the relationship and stuff like that would be like, all right, you know what? You don't like it? Cool. I got to do something else then. I'm going to find something else to do. If that was truly the case, that's number one. But number two, if you have a job and it's something that you're passionate about and you're happy about, and that's what you do, and the person is not with it, then wouldn't you just not be with them? So it's like, I just don't understand like the whole point of like being with somebody who doesn't like your job and then saying that you're submissive, but you stay at the job and then they accuse you of cheating and then you still with them, like, I understand why he's saying what he's saying, because it sounds like you just wanted to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like you just needed to be in a relationship with someone. You know?
So I was trying to
He
get.
didn't understand your job. He didn't understand that a model gets paid for her appearance. A 5-year-old understands that.
No, he was looking at it from a standpoint of men.
How old is this man?
Being around.
How many years older was he than you?
He's 2 years younger.
2 years younger.
Yeah.
24.
Yes.
And he has a big old house.
Yeah, because he's silver spoon fed. His family owns properties, and
Is that maybe the reason why you were trying to make it work and you didn't want to leave? Is that maybe the reason why? Sounds like it a little bit to me.
So, do you want to be married one day?
Yeah, I do. That's what
children?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you.
Hold on. Let me do this. You want children?
I do. I don't have none.
And you're 26.
Yeah.
How many children would you like to have?
As many as I can.
Mm-hmm. How many children would you like to have?
As many as I can.
How many children would you like to have?
4 or 5.
So that means 4 or 5 children. That means you're going to have a man that makes enough money to provide for those.
Right.
All right. And how was the previous relationship you had and your current state going to set you up to be a wife to a man like that in the future?
Well, I've been fasting and I've been celibate all this year.
So
don't be laughing at me because you think it's funny.
I'm asking you about a man, and you said I've been fasting.
And I've been celibate, Kevin.
Okay, I think the word is celibate, but I'm gonna let her live. So let's just continue.
But when I asked you about therapy, you I don't need it.
My therapy has been with fasting and with prayers. I don't know. I mean,
you can't make this shit up.
You don't. I think it's. I mean, I've made a drastic turnaround, Kevin. I was wild as fuck.
You can't make this shit up, people. Y'all have heard this.
Wait, so she was wild. So is that why he was insecure? Because maybe you're not telling us 100% of the story as to why you were with this man, and the thing about your job. Is it because like maybe he wasn't wrong about some of the things that he was saying? Is that what you're trying to say?
You think that a man who makes enough money to be able to support a wife and a family of 4 or 5 children should accept a woman who dealt with a man who was 2 years younger than her, silver spoon fed, because he was insecure about her job as a model? She's done no psychological self-improvement or therapy or anything like that. You just namaste, modeled, and you just not meditated and fasted and been celibate. And you think that's an adequate prize for a man who has those kind of resources?
So are you saying because I'm not sitting in a shrink's office that I'm not...
You can't make it up, people.
Okay.
I'm saying that you were the same person that decided to be with somebody for 4 years who had a problem with being a model. So you aren't qualified to say what you need to do to fix you.
But that wasn't my problem. That was his problem.
Of course not. Your problem was you stayed and accepted it, which is even worse.
Isn't that what love is?
No. See? No. See? She's still not getting it. You made yourself the virtuous instead of the one that needs to be fixed. You sound crazy.
I mean,
you were a model, and you said he was insecure because of who he was. He's 24 years old. The world does not owe you understanding. Why are you dating an insecure 24-year-old?
Well, it wasn't always like that in the beginning.
I'll stick with it. And it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Instead of saying, you know what, I attracted somebody as broken and jacked up as I am.
I feel like I've been taking the necessary steps still to better myself. I mean, I think fasting...
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But on the open dating...
I love when Kevin says something and he's so on point with what he says, that people get quiet and then they go do something else. Like they just go to the different part of the conversation, you know? Because I mean, yeah, like there's that reality that for sure has to kick in, that you attract what you are and where you are in life. That's what you attract. You attract, you can attract your childhood traumas, you can attract the love of your life who is a complete balance to you. You can attract somebody who needs attention, you need attention. You can attract stuff, you literally attract what's going on inside.
Market, you have not tested that. You're fasting and celibate. Take it out on the dating market. Try to date a man of the caliber of which you're going to need to be able to have a man who's going to have a wife and 5 kids.
So what are you saying? I gotta go get help?
I'm saying you got to do it. I'm saying you got to do a damn thing. But I'm saying what you're doing has not worked. You were in charge. You were in charge of the last process. And I'm just trying to understand why you're that arrogant. You sit back. I don't need any help. Okay.
No, I didn't say that, Kevin.
Well, I said, but I don't think I need any. I don't think I need any therapy. I don't think I need any. Why? Why?
I mean, if you think I should go sit in front of a.
But I'm saying, but you keep saying, see what you keep doing. That's why I'm going this way. You're being passive aggressive and negative. You keep calling her a shrink. Is that a?
Yeah, I think that's condescending. I think she's being very condescending. Like, oh yeah, you think I need to go sit in front of a shrink? It's like I think that's a bit much, because people frown upon stuff like that. But like, if you look at it, I think probably everybody in the whole world needs some kind of therapy for something. So I don't like that she's like, being like condescending, like, oh, you think I need to sit in front of a shrink? It's like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with doing the inner work and finding out what's really going on? Like, maybe things that are literally resting in your subconscious that you have no idea that you're even thinking or dwelling upon, that are affecting your everyday life, and the person can bring it to the surface. Why are you acting like that's so wrong? That's the problem with our community now. That's the problem with our community now, that people frown upon things like this that are so necessary for like your well-being as a person. I don't get it.
Positive or negative?
Okay, I'm being a little funny. Because you're judging by titles. You're not taking it. I mean, I thought that you can find peace anywhere. I thought that you're able to find that happy place anywhere. It doesn't have to be talking to someone in the office, I thought.
I don't care about finding a damn happy place. I care about you making better decisions.
Well, how about the guys are just shitty nowadays? How about that?
You can't make.
I was wondering how we were going to get to this segue because of the title, obviously, but why? Okay, between me and y'all now, right? Why do people generalize things so much? Why? Why do people do that? Because how about just the people that you attract, or the people that you have experienced, or the people that you are around? Maybe you're just not attracting the right people for your own self. Well, why does it have to be a men thing when it's a you thing that you're attracting? I don't like when people make generalized statements, because that's just not true.
What up, people? Welcome to World Star.
No. How about we get down to the real
issue? No. The real issue is women like you. Mm-hmm. Accountability is kryptonite, and you think you're being cute and funny, and you're really just making a fool of yourself. And I'm letting you do it.
No,
because this is a valuable lesson.
Okay, no.
You keep talking about guys are shitty. How would you know? You've been fasting and celibate. How would you know anyway? You were the guy for 4 years and presumably not dating or screwing anybody else, right?
Right.
So how would you know what guys are like out here from a personal standpoint? How would you know?
I mean, after I broke up, I went to clubs. Okay, I'm telling you, I went to clubs, something that I never did when I was in a relationship for the first time. I went to bars. I saw how guys are like a little, I've seen it.
A little what?
They're like, all right. Like, I mean, they are just, their whole morals is just fucked up.
What do you mean? You went to clubs and a bar to find a husband?
No,
Whoa. You judge all men based upon your shitty decisions? You went to clubs and bars looking for what? Diamonds? Huh.
No, I went because it was just things that I never did before and I wanted to.
Right, but see how you put the accountability on the men at the clubs and bars who are looking to hook up because of your shitty choices?
Well, I didn't know they were like that.
Well, that's because you lack self-awareness, and this is what we've done in the world. We've allowed women like you to keep pointing at men as the problem when the problem is looking you dead in the face every day. This woman just came in here and said men are shitty, and you went to bars and clubs.
Okay. But I feel like, you can meet someone anywhere and then they still be shitty. Right?
Okay, but okay. But like, what do you think like is going on at bars and clubs? It just shows, though, honestly, like it just shows the level of immaturity and like how you can be so naive for certain things just because, like, I mean, I don't remember if she said how old she is. I really don't remember. If you guys remember, put it in the comment section down below and correct me. But like, okay, so she was with that guy for 4 years and she's 26 because the guy's 24. So that means that she was with him from she was 22. Okay, before that you were like fresh out of high school. So like you didn't really experience enough things to even make a statement saying anything about men because you were literally dealing with boys. Even your relationship, he was younger than you. He wasn't a grown man, and you know what I'm saying? And I know age doesn't mean much, but experience teaches you a lot of things. And through time, a 30-year-old man and a 24-year-old man are completely different men. So I just feel like I feel like she's not able to even have this conversation for real with him because she doesn't have enough life experience. I personally feel like, based off of the things that she's saying, it doesn't sound like she does. I mean, I feel like it's kind of obvious.
See what I mean? This is what it is. Still won't sit back and say, I apologize, I shouldn't have said that, maybe it's on me. We have made it to where...
It is on me, you're right.
No, it is. No, we have made it to where women like you can hold men and just to shit on men's image, say anything about men. And I'm tired of hearing this shit from y'all. You have not put any accountability on your poor choices.
You know what? Okay, I do. I take accountability. I have made bad decisions with choosing men.
I want you to address why men are shitty.
Well, because I feel like you can be completely faithful to a dude. You can show a man that, you're just like, just truly for him and want to plan a family and marriage and show him your devotion and whatever he needs, be his backbone. And
what does that have to do with the rest of men?
Yeah, but and so what? And what about it? Yeah, you can be with a man, you can treat him good, you can support him, you can motivate him, and you can be doing all these things for the man that's not for you. And what about it? And what about it? Like, so what's gonna so does that mean that you're just gonna not be with any man for the rest of your life? No. You always step with your best effort. Like I always say, yes, you guard your heart. You move with wisdom. You're not stupid. You're not foolish. Okay, but also you're not giving every person obviously the time of day. You have to use your judgment and your wisdom, and grow a connection with somebody. Obviously, but yeah, when you just use your best judgment, and yeah, you do your best. You just make sure that, like, if that relationship is over, they can't say nothing about you and what you were not doing. You just always do your best that you can do. If it's not for the right person, it's just not for the right person, and then you just keep it pushing and you just leave it. Okay, yeah, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I agree. Let's see. I want to see what she's gonna say.
I'm not saying it's the rest of men. I'm just saying.
No, man. Yes, you are. You said men are shitty today. Men out here are shitty. See, the point is, you came in here saying that same thing about the half of the other population based upon your messed up experience with one man.
But I'm not saying all men are shitty. I believe in love. I do.
You just said men are shitty by implication.
I said, okay,
you didn't say my You didn't say my last man was shitty. Ma'am, this is recorded. You can't play games with me.
All right. Well, okay. My last man and the
other. That ain't what you said. You came out and said men are shitty, and I clarified. What do you mean men are shitty? Men out here are shitty today. And then I said, well, explain it. Well, I went to here and I went there, trying to make your men are shitty point work. Yeah. And then when I challenged it each and every place and made you accountable, then you have to retract and say, well, man, I'm judging all the men out here based upon my experience there. But the problem is y'all talk about men like they ain't shit these days. The problem is too many women think like you. What if we said women like you are shit?
I'm a great woman to a man.
So great that you're where?
I mean, you want to judge that?
I'm asking. If you're a great woman to a man,
I have a poor choice.
No. If you're a great woman to a man,
yeah.
Where's the outcome to prove that?
Well, that's why I'm doing what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't been just giving my body.
You've been doing what you've been doing, fasting
and
celibate. But you're a great woman to a man based upon what? Where's the outcome to prove that? See, y'all talk this shit. I'm a queen. I'm a deep no, but you got no results to prove that.
I told you I'm very submissive.
That does not make you a great woman.
You gonna let me finish?
Hey, don't play that shit with me. Check where you are.
I'm just saying, I'm not a horrible girl.
I didn't say you're a horrible girl, but you said you're a great woman, and it just sounds. What are you doing that's so great? That's great means better than most.
Let me think. Okay, well, do you want to? Are we talking like my physical assets? Because I have all that. I don't need to go live with nobody. I have my.
See, what you need to understand is the problem with so many modern women is you feel like you're better than you are. You lack humility. Mm-hmm. You've shown that. Mm-hmm. Here. You've come in and talk about men based upon your poor choice with one man. Talk about yourself and you pedestalize even you. Mm-hmm. What makes you a great woman? And you basically say, because I've been abstaining and fasting. That does not make a woman great.
I have my own place. I have my own car.
That makes you an adult.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm not a gold digger.
But you shouldn't be, right? Like, that's the norm. Like, you're not supposed to be a gold digger. At your age, you're supposed to have your own place. You're supposed to have a car. You're supposed to have a job. Like, that's crazy.
Normal. See, what you have not said is a woman who's truly a great woman, they're in short supply and they get snapped up quickly. But see, the way you've constructed the world is the problem is outside of you. You don't need any real improvement. You just need to wait, and the world will bring the right man to you. You can be passive and expect. This is why I'm going to say women today think men are free. They think they require no effort, no work. You just got to be, I pay my bills. I got a car. I'm in shape. I'm submissive. I'll challenge that. All right, then why ain't it working?
Because I meet fucked up guys, I guess. I don't know. Kevin. I'm telling you. It's for real. Like, I really don't know why. And you know what?
Okay, so... Okay, I can really talk on this, right? Okay, because... I feel like... Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. I feel like you can be a beautiful woman. You can have everything going for you. You can have a great job, car, this, that. Yes, you can be like submissive, cook, clean, and try to do everything right, but that doesn't mean anything because there's a lot more factors. And to me, humility is key in life, period. As a human being, to be humble, you will always win. That's number one. But two, I just feel like there's so many other factors that some of these factors don't even go into like explaining or words, because there's something like everybody has like certain inner work that needs to be acknowledged, right? Before you can really So maybe there's just some things that you're missing for real. Like maybe there's some things that you're not under. Yeah, you're fasting and you're praying and you're celibate, but you're still looking to the outer that is all their fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, what inner work are you saying about you? I know that she said that she's changed and stuff like that, but like, there's a lot more depth that needs to be there because there's somebody who can literally cook, clean, do all these things, be so submissive, and has no personality, has nothing, has no. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that goes into it.
Myself, like, damn, why do I keep like, what the fuck? Should I be like a fucking like an evil bitch or something, or like what? Because I'm super genuine, like everything, and then it's like I get the short end of the stick, and I don't get that. I'll stick by the dude's side, you know. Like I don't.
Cry me a fucking victim, River.
Hey, I'm done crying too.
Oh, but guess what? You have a shorter time frame just because of virtue of being a female. The things you want have a clock on it. So you can be done crying, but unless you plan on buying a dog and dying alone, you better get your attitude in check and get back in the game because ain't nobody gonna come knock on your door and make you a wife and a mother of 5. How about that?
All right, so
these are first world problems. Your attitude and ego is in line with most women that I'm already good enough. I got a question for you, man. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I asked you about therapy 15 minutes ago, and you laughed at it because you think you're good enough already. But this has been 15 minutes of proving that what you're doing ain't good enough. Just what if, everything you are today is not enough? Don't talk about the men. What if everything you are today is cool, but it's not good enough? Then what?
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna apologize about laughing and making the whole strange comments because it could be good. But see, my thing is like, you know, how I deal with my problems is
I asked a question. What if you today are good but not good enough?
There's always time for like work for improvement, right? So you're saying that's a question? I mean, to who? Who am I not good enough?
See what I'm saying? See, guys, see what I'm saying? See, men are often told, you ain't this, you ain't that, and men have to go become good enough. Men have to become qualified. And see, you ladies today believe you're as qualified as you need to be, and you don't.
The correct answer would have just been like, well, then I need to work on myself. That's it. That's it. It would have just been over, done with, and he would have moved on to his next point.
The outcomes to show it. And what I ask you is that what if today you are not good enough? If you are a C, but you need a B average to get into college, and your answer is, I'll just go to the college that takes the C. Or I'll just say they're discriminating for not letting me in instead of going to make yourself a B.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind making myself a B, Kevin.
But none of the things you talked about, no. Again, that's what you already are, and it's not good enough. This is why I've let this go on, because modern women today have been told they have to do nothing except exist. And that's good enough. James Ingram already told you, I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. I'm just listening to you, having a conversation with you based upon your life, your outcomes. And you have done one thing. I've meditated, I've fasted, and I've become celibate. That ain't good enough. What you did in your last relationship was a one knucker. That ain't good enough. To get the outcome you say you want, you're not doing anything other than what you're comfortable with. That ain't good enough. When you go out and talk to new people, they don't want to hear about how the last man didn't work. They want to hear why you're good enough to become Mrs. So-and-so.